Hey guys, it's Kendra. Today I'm doing my first kind of pregnancy update video. I did one just like announcing that I'm pregnant, but today, man, it's pouring outside and I love it so much. Also, just like to say that if you guys follow me on Instagram, I had this huge story talking about how I was wanting Cheesecake Factory so bad, and I have so much food over there. I'm so full, but I want to eat more. But in today's video, I'm gonna talk about weeks 6 through 10. I'm currently 10 weeks in like a few days, so I'll talk about how I've been feeling, food cravings, how it is with 2 toddlers being pregnant, and also how my pregnancies have been different so far. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's just jump right in. So after my last video that I filmed, I got sick about a week later. I think it was between week 6 and 7 that I started to feel nauseous. And it started out being just like an all day kind of dull nausea, like nothing too serious, but just that constant feeling like you don't feel great. And then it started getting worse. About 9 weeks, it got the worst. I don't know if it's the worst. I think it's kind of tapering down now actually, because last night I went to bed at 9 and I've been going to bed at 8. Like when I put the girls down to bed, I go to bed because I feel so sick. But 9 weeks I think was the worst for me. I just felt so awful. Usually it starts kicking in like afternoon around 12, and then it gets just progressively worse. And by the time I'm going to bed, it's like brutal. I can barely brush my teeth. I just like do a quick swipe of my toothbrush, and yeah, it's no fun. But I will say that it's not as bad as when I was pregnant with the girls. When I was pregnant with them, it was like an unbearable sickness. Like I could not do anything. I was a lot more tired with them too. Like I was taking naps. I'm not that tired. It's more like I just don't feel good, which is why I'm going to bed early. But I do remember with the girls, I was super, super exhausted. But with them, I was super sick like all day long. At least now I feel decent in the morning. I know it was mostly in the beginning that I was, sorry if I'm trying to stay a little quiet because the girls just went down for a nap. But I think in the beginning with the girls, I was really sick all day, and then it kind of got to the point where it was like midday on, like it is now. Another thing that's super random, my lips are so dry. Like every day my lips are so cracked and it's driving me crazy. Okay, I got chapstick. So I'm gonna pull up my app and see kind of my symptoms like around week 6 and 7, because I can't really remember back to that time right now. I use the Ovia pregnancy app. It's what I've been using for both pregnancies and I really love it. So a few weeks ago, I definitely was more tired, but now I'm not as tired, so that is nice. I'm taking my prenatals. I'm taking the Care of vitamins. I just updated the quiz and wrote that I'm pregnant, so those just kind of switched. I mentioned those in my morning routine video if you guys want to check those out. I also was around like 7, 8 weeks, super emotional. Like I'd be watching TV and I'd cry over like cooking shows. Like everything would make me cry. It was crazy because I never cry. But yeah, pretty much every single day I was just sick. And that is kind of it, honestly, this whole time. So I don't really feel like I'm pregnant. I just feel like I'm sick. I mentioned this before. I feel like I'm just sick taking care of my girls. You know, it's just like that constant, you just feel like you have the flu, and it's hard to think of anything else because you just feel so crummy. So I haven't like been thinking about anything baby related at all. It's just kind of, I'm trying to get past this point, and then I know once I do, I'll feel so much better, and it's like the cloud kind of lifts and you feel like yourself again. I just have like no motivation, and it's so hard to just get work done because you just feel like, I just feel gross. So something that's different between my last pregnancy is this time around, okay, I was saying in my last video that I was craving all sweets. Well, now I'm craving all like super, super salty. Like I add salt to everything. It's crazy. So I kind of got past that sweet phase. It was once I started getting sick, I started wanting more salty foods. And I also was craving, like in the very beginning, fast food and greasy foods that I never never would eat on a normal basis, but they tasted so good. It was crazy. But these past few weeks, I've had so much takeout food and like delivery. Nothing at home sounds good. Like nothing that I don't want to cook anything, but food, like takeout food just sounds so good and appetizing to me. Nachos sounds really good. And I got a Chinese chicken salad. I don't know why, but Chinese chicken salad, like Asian salads have sounded so good to me. But just food that somebody else makes, like food from a restaurant sounds really good. Pizza sounds good. So it's been hard because I just want to order so much food and it's getting kind of expensive. I am starting to burp a lot. Like when I'm talking, I just have to like burp or something. And I remember I was like that last time. I've also had a ton of microwave meals like the what is the brand? Amy's, is that the brand? All of those like mac and cheese, gluten-free mac and cheese, gluten-free, the broccoli bake, all enchiladas. I've had a ton of those. So basically like quick, satisfying things are what I've been wanting to eat. And also I've been liking a lot of salsa. So super salty and really spicy things sound really good. I've been drinking a lot of sparkling water to try to help feeling better like towards the evenings. So I'll do like lemon sparkling water. But other than that, the little C-bands don't really help me. I feel like they hurt my wrists, and I wear them exactly how you're supposed to, and they just don't seem to work. So the only thing that really helps me feel better is to get my mind off of it. So like just trying to stay busy and eating. Like when I'm eating, I feel good, and then it's kind of like once the food wears off, then I start to feel sick again. When I was pregnant with the twins, the foods I was eating they were a lot more bland. Like I didn't crave anything that unhealthy. I feel like I'm craving more unhealthy foods, it seems like, but I have a lot more cravings this time around. Like I'd never really craved anything with girls. I remember Andrew always being like, do you want anything? Like, is there anything you're craving? I was like, no. I honestly ate really healthy with them. But last night I woke up and I had a dream about my cheesecake that I love so much. Like it was so bizarre. I could not go to bed because I kept thinking about my cheesecake, which is why I ordered it today. So I definitely have these odd cravings, not super odd, but like just specific things that I want to eat. Like I'll open the fridge and nothing looks good, and I know like something very specific that I want to eat. So as far as having the girls and being pregnant, it's good and bad, because I feel like it's good because it kind of keeps me occupied and busy, and it does make the time go by kind of fast. Like, so sometimes I'm not thinking that I'm feeling crummy because I'm busy with them. Whereas before I would just like lay down and take naps and just kind of rest, which is fine, and it was amazing. So if you guys don't have any kids and you are pregnant and just want to relax, like take advantage of that now, because for me now it's like I can't do that. Occasionally, like a few weeks ago, I would take a nap when the girls would sleep, but now I'm not really tired anymore. It's just like when they nap, I just have to get stuff done. But some of you guys asked if we've told them. I mean, we tell them there's a baby in my tummy, but they're not really, I don't think they really understand. They just kind of go, oh, baby growing, but that's kind of it. I do think they're going to be really good sisters. Violet is very caring and like motherly. She's so sweet to all of her animals and dolls. And she's so sweet to June. It's like so precious. So I feel like she's gonna be more like the mothering type towards the baby. June, on the other hand, is a little more, she doesn't care as much. So we'll see. My hair and my nails have been so healthy, so that is a plus. But not that I really care that much about my nails. They're super long right now. I think it's just because of prenatals. Another thing that's different is I have been breaking out, not a ton, but before when I was pregnant, the second I found out I was pregnant, I like honestly didn't have a pimple until I had the girls. Like my skin was perfect. But this time around, I've been getting pimples more frequently, and It's not because I'm not washing my face or anything. I mean, sometimes I'm not washing it as much, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just more like hormonal. So at night though, I do try to do my skincare pretty quickly. Like I'll cleanse and put just like a moisturizer on and go to bed as fast as I can. So in the morning, that's when I have to really like brush and floss and really do good skincare, because at night it's just very like, I just want to get in bed as fast as I can. There were a couple nights that were super, super bad. Like I was thinking like, this is as bad as when I was pregnant with the girls, like what in the world? But then the majority of the time, it's not as bad as it was with the girls. It's hard to like think back, but I really did not think I was gonna get sick. Like I was so convinced like, oh my gosh, it's just one baby. I'm gonna be fine. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about my appointment. So it is one baby. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know that yet. But I had my appointment around 8 weeks and I was so nervous. I was like so sweaty when we were doing the ultrasound. And even my doctor was like, okay, fingers crossed, that is only one. And he's looking around, he's like, okay, I just see one baby. And he's like, let's look all around the uterus, and pretty sure it's just one unless one's hiding back there somewhere. But as far as we know, it's one baby. And he said the baby looks really good, strong heartbeat. So that was all good. The first appointment, you just kind of talk about like health things, like family history. And we talked about delivery this time around, since I did have a C-section. I would like to try for a vaginal birth this time around. It just kind of depends on the baby and everything. He could see the scar on my uterus when he was doing the ultrasound. He said it looks like it's healed up pretty good and he doesn't think there should be a problem. And then my actual scar, like on my skin, looks good. I've had a couple of you guys ask if my C-section scar is sore now that I'm pregnant, but it's not. Some of you were saying that it's sore, so I'm not sure about that, but personally, mine's been fine. So we'll see when the time comes. I mean, obviously we have a long way to go until delivery. So right now I'm just kind of in the waiting stage to kind of, you know, get past this first trimester. Just have a few more weeks. With the girls, I was sick until 20 weeks. So I don't think I'm gonna be sick that long. I'm thinking that in the next few weeks I should start to feel better. The thing that kind of stinks is like the holidays are here and we were decorating for Christmas, and it's like I feel at this time, this is my favorite time of year, and I want to be super excited and like do all these festive things, and I just don't feel good, especially at night. So it's like, I don't know, I'm just laying on the couch at night and it's like, yeah, it's not fun. But it is so nice that you guys know now. It was so hard to not tell you because it was, I had to like pretend that I was feeling fine on my videos, and it's hard for me to mask how I'm feeling. Like whatever I'm feeling, you're gonna see it through my face. Other than that, I feel like there's not much else to say. There's been, oh my God, my burps. Not many other symptoms other than just feeling nauseous and having cravings and wanting to eat a lot of food in the mornings. So I do wake up at night to go to the bathroom a couple times at night, and that started pretty early on. But let me know in the comments what you guys want to hear about in my next update video. I think it'll be like weeks 11, 12, 13, 14. I might do like just kind of one video a month. And I also want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your kind messages. Like, holy cow, you guys are the nicest people ever. Just when I announced it on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram, like I got flooded with so many comments. I couldn't even keep up with them. It was just insane. And I just appreciate you guys so much. I felt so much love and just excitement from all of you, and it was just it was so special. Oh, and let me show you my stomach, because I did just eat, so it's gonna look a lot bigger. I'm only 10 weeks and I already have a stomach. So that is nuts. So I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.